I think the question of whether Uganda is a democracy depends on how one understand what democracy means. I mean, there is no any single country in the world that claims it observes all the principles of democracy. Even the United States of America, that so many people praises as the mother of democracy, no country in the world observes all principles of democracy. And some of the major principles of democracy that stands out, it's a periodic uh, elections that happens, just like Patrick has said. So if we do have elections coming after every 5 or 4 years, and if we have a space where other political parties are allowed to operate, if we have a space where people at some point are given the chance, they participate in elections in choosing the people they want to be their representatives, then we can say we do have a democracy in such a country. I mean, we can we can even look at the United States of America and their previous elections. There's so many claims about rigging that came out. People talked about rigging, and yet this is a country that many of other countries look up to when they're talking about democracy. And we see in the United States right now that there is weaponization of the justice system. I mean, there are so many things that are happening in those countries that so many people look up to as the beacons of democracy that are as well happening. So I think it would be better for us to say that Uganda is not maybe a democratic state. It would be a double standard when we say just because maybe there is a kind of certain principles that are not upheld in Uganda, and yet they are not also being observed in other countries, and then we say Uganda is not a democracy. I do believe that Uganda is a democracy because uh, for the last, uh, I mean, 2 decades, we had like almost four elections held. So, I mean, this is a good one. In other countries, we don't get to see this. They know, I mean, a leader runs for decades. I mean, he rules for decades, but he acquired that mandate through elections. And Uganda, and even right now, Kimaru, you we are getting into I mean, a campaign moves in the country, and you could see just, I think, the last few days, Museveni had a campaign rally where he visited the northern part of the country, and you could easily see the crowd that he was able to pull out, and you can see that. I mean, this is an organic crowd, right? I mean, it's the people have the feeling that they still trust such a leader.